Hello, my name is Charlie Racinos, and in today's video I'm going to quickly share a little bit about myself, my story, and how I got into real estate. So stay tuned. Alright, so just a little history. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, lived here for 20 plus years. I got in trouble out here as a kid. I hustled out here, and I got my wake-up call out here as well. And so, up until my, early 20s, I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I had no ambition, no goals, no nothing. And due to a certain event that occurred, that wake-up call completely changed my life around. And so from that point forward, I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, I started reading, I started, working on bettering myself physically, mentally. I got into boxing. And so from that point forward, I started doing well in school. And so I decided that I was going to pursue my bachelor's degree at the wonderful San Jose State University in the beautiful city of San Jose. And that experience alone was absolutely amazing. So I packed what little I had, moved out to San Jose, not knowing a single soul out there. And I had one of the best experiences ever. I made a ton of friends. I got super involved in school and clubs, organizations. I got to, meet some really, really cool and interesting people. And man, it was one of the best experiences ever. I would never trade that time for anything else. I mean, it was so much fun. And so after I graduated, I got my bachelor's degree in business. That took about 2 years. And then after I got my bachelor's degree, I decided to stay in San Jose. And so I started working at CarMax. I worked there for 2 years, a little over 2 years. And again, absolutely amazing experience. Met the best customers in the world. I mean, I got gifts, I got food, and then other things that, yeah, it was such an amazing experience. I made some great friends, great memories, just like at San Jose State. And so, really when I really got into real estate, what's crazy is that I'll always say this, is that one book can completely change your life. So the book alright, so I was at the Amazon, this is how it all started. So I was at the Amazon bookstore. Over in Santana Row in San Jose. And so initially I went in to go buy some books, and I saw this one book that piqued my interest, but I decided not to buy it. And so a couple weeks after that, as I was going to work, I was like, why didn't I buy that book? And so I got up and I went directly to the Amazon bookstore. And the book that I'm speaking of is this one right over here. Hold one second. All right. So the book on rental property investing by Brandon Turner, Bigger Pockets. And so this book completely changed my life because in the first couple of chapters, it outlined some of the benefits of getting your real estate license as an investor. And so I thought to myself, why not just get my license? Like, there's so many benefits to doing that. And so I started the process of slowly, taking classes, taking courses, but working full time at CarMax and trying to get my real estate license, and then having my personal life. It was just, work took over my life. So I couldn't really focus on getting my license. Then 2020 hit, and the pandemic swept through the nation. And so I still remember the day. So it was it was one of those days where the sun was shining, but it had just rained. So it was really, really cold. We got the call from our manager that we're going to be locking up all the cars. And I still remember how cold that day was, how cold my fingers were because of all the metal and all the keys that we had to insert into the lockbox. It was just a cold ass day. And so we finally went inside, had a meeting. Our manager let us know that we were being furloughed, so that was a good thing, but that the store was shutting down for a couple weeks. And so So I took this as the perfect opportunity. Initially, it was just going to be a vacation. So I got a couple things, a couple important items, and I drove down to LA. And what initially was a small vacation turned into me moving down to LA. So after some time, after a couple weeks, after a couple months, they offered me my job back. I declined because if I stayed at CarMax, I would have gotten stuck there. And so I traded a career, an opportunity to start my own business for a job. I traded those two. And so, nothing against CarMax. Like I said, I had the most amazing experience there. I bought my car there. I would buy another car from them. I love the process. I love the people that work there. I mean, I made friends for life at that store, both customers and associates. And so I took this as an opportunity to get really fully invested into real estate. I had to move down to LA. I downsized, and so finally, and so the beautiful thing about real estate and how it transitions from other careers is that I get to continue to do what I love doing, which is helping people get to their goals, whether it's buying a car or buying a house or selling your car or selling your house. There's truly no other feeling in the world like it when you get to help someone out. It's an amazing feeling, and I get to continue that, and I get to continue doing that in real estate. It was a no-brainer for me. So that's how I got into real estate. One book changed my life, and I'll continue to say that because I've had to change my life multiple times, and multiple books have been there to help me. So it was because of this book. This one book changed my life. And so, man, I'm so thankful for that experience, for San Jose, for the love I got out there. I love San Jose. It'll always hold a place in my heart. And of course, LA is home. LA is where I grew up. LA is where I hustled, where I learned so many hard lessons in life. And so, yeah, now I'm down here doing what I love. I'm grinding, I'm door knocking, I'm cold calling, I'm creating content. I mean, I'm all in. This is my future, and I'm fully invested for forever. So, yeah, that's a little bit about myself. That's how I got into real estate. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to my story, and I can't wait to create more content for you guys. So, stay tuned.